only tell the truth to you. I can't cheat. Honesty is the best policy. If I want you to be with me,
scoff if you must. Do whatever it takes to reconcile yourself to the idea. Take as much time as you like, but the story remains the same. Not only is The Wizard of Oz the greatest movie of all time, it is also the template for every film ever made. No matter what movie you pick, I can prove without a shadow of a doubt that it is based on The Wizard of Oz. How did I come to this conclusion? Well, I first developed my Wizard of Oz theory after seeing The Matrix, possibly one of the best movies ever made. The thought that one person had the capacity to reshape reality intrigued me. I wanted to investigate how many times and how many ways this had been done in the movies. Being a movie fan, but not necessarily a movie buff, I began to watch more movies in a different way. I looked for the connections, the parallels, and any indicator that would tell me how the film I was watching was related to The Wizard of Oz. Who was Dorothy in the film? Where was the Emerald City? Where did the Yellow Brick Road go? At first, it was a hobby and a conversation starter. I made a lot of mistakes along the way. I placed my foot in my mouth a number of times. But the more I looked at it, the more I was convinced I had something. So I did a little research and learned a little more about L. Frank Baum, the author of The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. I read books on mise-en-scène and other film theories. I started watching movies all the time. Call it an obsession. But, now I can watch the worst movie ever made and get some truth out of it. Experts, film critics, and the film community are bound to see flaws in this theory. But it's not for them. What I offer is a way for people to enjoy going to the movies again without cynicism, the disappointment, unrealistic expectations consumers have developed over the years. I suggest greater care in the making of films is needed, but we also need to be reminded that film and reality are not the same thing. So focusing on a film that provides us a taste of reality and fantasy at a 10% reality, 90% fantasy ratio, such as The Wizard of Oz, is valuable as a way of cleansing the palate. Going to the movies used to be fun, an escape from the day-to-day doldrums of stressful life. So my challenge is this: if you can look at a movie without finding elements of The Wizard of Oz, then I haven't done my job. I'm not claiming my theory is the end-all and be-all. It's merely another way of enjoying the movie-going process. This is to ensure that our childlike sense of wonder remains intact. Now, I started this theory back in 1999. This is 21 years ago. And life had an intervention because it knew I had a problem. During the recent pandemic, I had one of a multitude of epiphanies and saw that simply writing out my theory wasn't enough in this age of the YouTubing. And so, kicking and screaming, I am dragged into this vlog realm. I have other interests, but an obedient man gets the job done. And so, we're going to get started. This is my introduction to you. I can prove without a shadow of a doubt that The Wizard of Oz is the template for all films ever made.